What's going on, folks? This is Mistria Gamer. Welcome to the VODs if you're watching this on the VODs channel. And we're playing some more Fields of Mistria today. I'm not gonna lie, I probably spent about 45 minutes to an hour debating on streaming this or XCOM. I could have gone either way. I was like, oh, you know what? It's kind of a chill day. Maybe I'll do Fields, play some Mistria today. Then I'm like, oh, well, I didn't play XCOM yesterday, so maybe I should play some XCOM. I was debating back and forth, and I literally flipped the coin. Typically, what I do when I flip a coin is just like, best of three. And heads was Fields of Mistria, and I got heads twice. So here we are. It could have gone either way, but I figured today we're gonna focus on since it's summertime, there's a lot of collectibles we need to get. I figured we would do that. Focus on getting all the summer stuff. We got all of the river fish, so maybe we'll work on pond fish and ocean fish. But yeah, I figured that'd be a good thing to do today, and just kind of chill. Ooh, more corn. How long does it take to grow? 5 days? Might as well plant it. Can we get an extra one? No. Would have been great, though. Would have been great. Oh, I should let the animals out. Do we have egg? We have egg. Just might as well sell it. Not really at a point where I'm like, I need eggs for this. I think just extra money is nice. We are very close to getting the backpack. Do we have a quest to just get that right off the rip? Noodles, pomegranate juice, roses, shipping bin. We could probably make a shipping bin. That was only 100 wood. Quest for a snail, iron ingot. Not impossible. Pet the cow. Yeah, that's definitely doable. Okay. I could also at some point do some mining today as well. During this session, just to try to get iron tools. Okay. Put away the food. Okay. How much wood do we have? 100? We can technically make the shipping bin. We can just do that right now. Shipping bin. 0 minutes. Cool. Let's just make that right now. That will give us the money to buy the backpack upgrade, which will then allow us to gather more shit. Do we also have an iron bar and just knock both out of the park immediately? We do. Let's just do both. We're debating between one or the other. Why not both? That'll give us the money to buy the backpack, and then some, and then we can start trying to get all summer stuff. Any more gold? No. We don't really need gold. But, you never know. Getting early golden fishing rod, for example, would be pretty nice. Where's Marsh? I'm assuming at the forge? Yeah, there he is. Shipping bin? Wait for the shipping bin. It's gonna pain when deliveries start piling up around the shop. This will help. No problem, man. So this is the iron ingot you made. Quality seems pretty good. Huh. All done. Can we actually make anything? No. Alright. Onward. That gives us the money. Let's go buy backpack. Serpentine. Request for a Night Queen. Alright. If I find one. It's summer. That means everyone breaks out their super cute swimsuits. You know what? That is a good time. Sunflower? Backpack. Boom. And bam! Look at that, 3 pockets. Oh man. Imagine the shenanigans we can get up to now. Like eating soup? Very big shenanigans there. Okay. Yeah. Corn chowder sounds disgusting, but it's sustenance. It's free sustenance. Okay. Ooh, Cosmos? We don't actually need any fish here, but they're free. Or not free, but easy to get. Minnow. Alright. That took up quite a bit of stamina. That's a fish. I thought there was a sneaky one, under, like a second fish underneath that lily pad. Koi, nice. Don't really need it, but I guess it's money. That's 40 bucks. I guess we can check the ponds to the east here. Dig spot. I think we have all the summer bugs, right? Ooh, hydrangeas. Don't really care about these guys, so we can just spook them. Or the oyster. We have so much pocket space now, and it's gonna get filled so quickly. Hey, Mr. Rubber Ducky, it's been a while. I've been actually wondering how you've been. Hope you're doing okay. We're just chilling with some Fields of Mistria at the moment. I'm so thirsty. Been meh, but therapy is being getting me. That's good. Yeah, this is like a game that's like heavily inspired by Stardew Valley. It has a more 90s art style, which I'm pretty fond of. I guess we have the buff where I can just swim into this, right? I guess I don't have that buff. Never mind, I just scared everything. Yeah, it's like a Stardew Valley inspired game. It's not fully out yet, it's still in early access. But I feel like it's one of those games where they're just doing a few more little tweaks. Like, I think they have to like finish like the mine story which I think should be out in like a couple of days, like a week or so. And then probably like little minor tweaks here and there. But from like what I played, the game's like 95% done. Like it's really good, really solid. My pockets are full already. I just got a backpack upgrade. What do you mean, game? Okay, it was just being weird. Okay. Yeah, it's been super good for so far. Kind of reminds me of Minish Cap. You know what? It really does have Minish Cap feel to it, doesn't it? I should play Minish Cap again. I think I started doing like a Let's Play of that, like a stream of that a while ago. Like, easily like a decade ago, and then just stopped. Yeah, it really does have like a Minish Cap art style. It's been really good. Like, legit. Of all like the Stardew Valley inspired games that come out, this one's probably up there right now. Like, it is really good. Like, from what I've heard from people as well, like, there hasn't... Someone's been playing this game, I think, for like 2 or 3 in-game years. And they haven't had really any repeated dialogue. And all the dialogue has been pretty, like, solid. Like, it's like super charming, super cute. Like, really impressive, honestly. It's like they played Stardew when, oh, we like these stuff, and we want to improve on this, and they did it. It's just missing going little and forward. I mean, there is a fair amount of like exploring in this game, to be honest. The mines are pretty interesting. Map's fairly large. Oops, that was just my finger twitching. Okay, I can't reach that guy. On unrelated note, I've been thinking of doing the whole Yakuza series playthrough for whole March. Just debating if I should record it or not. Record it or stream it. Honestly, it really depends on like what you're planning to do with it. I think because like Yakuza is a massive game, right? So it like if you're like if you do typically shorter videos, probably not record it. If you do longer form videos, might be fine to record it because you can get more in an episode. But I 100% feel like the Yakuza series is better made for modern Let's Play because most modern Let's Plays are longer and there's a lot you can get into an episode. Whereas, streaming also fills that niche, so it really just depends. Like if you want to just experience the games yourself with limited audience participation, or if you want to have more of like the audience like chiming in. But like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it if you stream this stuff. I'm actually thinking about streaming Yakuza 5 soon. I was actually planning, like, kind of planning on streaming it like for a week at some point. But right now I'm playing through this and I'm playing through XCOM 1. And I don't want to like do something and then have this or XCOM fall out of rotation because I'm enjoying both of them. So I don't want to like accidentally overstep essentially. Would love to watch that, not gonna lie, but I would spoil myself. Yeah. But I believe you have watched me play through 3 and 4, if I'm not mistaken, so. But I also 100% understand not wanting to spoil it. Like, right now, one of my favorite streamers, YouTubers, is playing through Yakuza 5 themselves, and I'm not watching it because it's like, I want to play it myself, so I completely get it. Totally understand. Nothing for here. Oh, I need to call in the animals because they don't know how doors work. Guess I can sell the cattails. I'm not really using them. Call in the cows. Or cow. I don't have multiple cows. Do you need to finish some games first yourself? Yeah. 3, and that's still being a franchise. I actually heard they're actually remaking the third one. Like, they're doing a like the full remake, like the first and second game got. So when that comes out, and I am not a broke ass bitch, I want to pick it up and revisit the third game because that just seems awesome. No ties, alternate story they did with but the remaster seems weird. I would be playing the new version though, so I'm fine with it. With in that regard. Sorry, I'm not reading great. Oh, it's already out. That's awesome. But yeah, I actually wouldn't mind picking that up at some point when I actually have money. Right now, I am so broke. Okay, I think we can wrap up this day. Get it on sale. RGG tries to charge full price for it again. Yeah. They also delisted OG Yakuza 3. Makes sense. It's also annoying. I'm someone who likes physical copies though, so I'll probably wait to buy a physical copy. I also love getting like steelbook editions because I just love having like the metal cases. But they're also stupidly expensive, and for some reason, Yakuza games they make like 10, and then like if you don't buy them immediately when they're like $150, a week later they're like 600. It is ridiculous. FOMO, basically, yeah. Josephine. It's her birthday today. I don't know, I can give her a hydrangea, maybe? I got a bunch of those. We didn't get anything new for the pond. Maybe we'll try some ocean fishing? Maybe get some easy wins? Ruby Star rank. Congratulations, Mistria has reached the Ruby Star rank. This is the highest our rank has ever been. Thank you for believing in our little town. I've included a reward we received straight from the capital. Ooh, 3 iron? 1 more and I can do a thing. Chams, could you meet Adeline and me at the beach? The general store's getting spruced up got me thinking that there's plenty of other places in Mistria that could use some shine to them. Alright. More work for me. Mission runs seem great since you can get a cool looking thing and prove you're a fan, but people instantly see money in that. Yeah. That's the annoying thing with that too, is that like people like to prey upon people's love for something. Like, I feel legit bad for people who still love and collect Pokemon cards. Like as someone who loves Pokemon cards, and I probably have like easily like 2,000 or 3,000 Pokemon cards I haven't even looked at. My dad got them at like a thrift store. He got like a bunch of them for like maybe $100 or something like that. So like, at some point I need to go through them, but at the time my basement was still flooding. I didn't want to like, you know, have a bunch of cards lying around in that condition. Speaking of which, I remember getting SSB for coin for pre-ordering it, and I ended up losing it. Oh, that's sad. TCG and Magic the Gathering suffer from the same problem. Oddly enough, though, Magic is also killing themselves. Like don't get me wrong, I love Magic the Gathering. Like, I have a bunch of cards, I have a bunch of decks. I literally have made like a squirrel deck because I just love Magic and I love squirrels, so I made like a whole squirrel deck. Still need to get like Chatterfang, I think that's his name, but just can't find it. So like I love Magic, but they have actively talked me out of playing their game. Like, the amount of sets that they're releasing, it is exhausting. Like, it was already too expensive for me to join because of just the cost of making like a standard deck. Plus, the closest place that's near me is like the next city over. And I called you in. Why are you complaining, chicken? But yeah, like the closest place to play Magic to me is like the next city over. And they don't have a bus back, so I would just be stranded in a city. Take a look at it, and there's some new overpowered card being talked about. Yeah. And that's the thing, Magic has really suffered from power creep, that's for sure. Like, I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh! But I also had to like just stop. Like, after I played up until the XYZ cards came out. And even at that point, the game was just becoming a little too fast. There was just a little too much fast pace happening. And the game stopped feeling strategical. It started feeling more like legit the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, where it's like, screw the rules, I have money, I just summoned like 6 blue eyes in one turn. But you can't summon more than 5 monsters. Well, I did. It just felt like that so much. Like, I ran a 6 Samurai deck way back in the day. And like was super excited when like they released more support for them, but then like everyone started running 6 Samurai, and like it got to a point where like if your deck didn't have your big bad out plus like 6 other like support for it, you're gonna lose, and it just became so fast paced and not fun. Like, I don't like it when a card game becomes so fast paced that like there's no thinking involved. It's just like go go go. And like Magic was a bit more strategical, but it does also suffer from just having too many options. Ooh, Lake Chub. Recently learned that the meme pic of a kid standing on a road to a castle and some dark evil castle. Was from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX American dub. I probably know what you're referring to, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah. There's so many, honestly, crazy, funny memes from... Oh, perfect. Where's Gossip Girl? Okay. But yeah, like the one thing I will say with Yu-Gi-Oh! That I still admire is that every card is still in rotation. They might not be used, like, you might not win, but if you went to the thrift store, and let's say, and you bought, like, a bunch of cards that they, a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards they had there, and you can make a deck, unless they change it, but you can make a deck, go to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament near you, and play. Would you win? Probably not. Old cards are pretty weak in Modern Standard, but you could do that. And I love that. Magic? No, you can't. You cannot do that with Magic. Because I find out what Reyna loves? Okay. You like soup? Incredibly hot pot. Well, I am too stupid to make that. Okay. I gotta become a really good cook then. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, it seems a bit too international for it to be fast-paced. Not gonna lie, even in anime, they just fire that stuff. Yeah. But I don't know, I'm someone who does love card games, and I hate that I haven't been able to find a card game that matches the pace I like, which is literally legit why I've been making my own card game the past few years. Like, I've been trying not to look at any other card games that have come out because I don't want to get influenced by them, and I've been literally building my own card game, and because it's just so many cards out there right now. Card games are so fast paced, or just so bogged down with so many releases that it's just exhausting. Oh, I was about to suggest that every nerd eventually makes their own ultimate TCG. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I wanted to build, if I were to make my own game, which I do want to do, I wanted to build a card game similar to the Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color. Fantastic little card game. Honestly, probably one of the best card game RPGs. And I wanted to build something similar to that. I also just want to build an RPG because I like RPGs, and I think that'd be a fun game challenge. So I figured I might as well just make my own card game. Ooh, nice. And then use that card game as the basis for the rules of the game I'm making. I'm also in the works of designing my own tabletop game. But that's one of those I work on it for a bit and then change my mind entirely. D&D, but TCG combat, kind of in a way, yes. I'm not gonna get into too much details with it, but the game I've been working on, I'm pretty excited with how it's turning out. I still have some rule polishing to do, but I kind of fell off it when I had to take 4 months off with my basement being remodeled. Ow, bitch. Come on. Oh yeah, I actually had Tabletop Sim. I bought it easily a decade ago, when I had people who were like, hey, we should play stuff on this because it's fun and we're all streamers and it could be funny. I'm like, okay, cool. And I bought it and then no one used it. Ow. So I actually do have it. Come on. Okay, that should give me enough iron to do what I need to do. I'm not trying to go down 5 floors. I'm just trying to get enough iron to make iron fishing pole or something. But yeah, but like with the card game I've been making, I almost have like the mechanics figured out. Like I'm still doing some like polishing here and there, you know, trying different things out, removing some ideas, you know, just like full experimenting. But yeah, like the mechanics are almost done. I still have to like design like the cards, actually do the artwork. I would love to actually like find someone who would like manufacture it, but I'm also poor. So that's probably not gonna happen. You like, yeah, like keep mind map or something to keep track of the rules, etc. Yeah. Okay, level 22. Got the iron fishing pole. Now with being level 22, I can make the golden pick because we bought a bunch of gold picks or gold ingots. Now I have basically the best pick in the game. Cool. Equip that. Equip the iron fishing rod. I think we got something to donate. Now you're gonna get some art exercise for free, it said. Yeah, like I'm gonna like design all the art. I just need to find someone to like actually like print and like distribute, which would be cool. But right now, I'm really just making the card game for me, and if in the future I can like get it like published, that'd be cool. But I'm not like trying to like make anything out of it. It'd be cool if it happened though. You know, plan for success, but not really expect it. But yeah, it would be really cool like once it's actually done and artwork is made and all that. But I've been still like practicing and studying art, trying to get better at just all that stuff. You're new? No, you're just Cricket. Ooh. Dirt. Oh, I'm tired. Do I have a food? Guess I can shove this peach in my mouth. Wink? Wink. Nah, you're too far out. Just walking into a shop and see your game there? Yeah, like, that would be really cool. I've actually been talking with a local coffee shop near me about selling my art. I have everything set up to do so. I just need to bring it there and like figure out like a price for it. But yeah, I've been going to a coffee shop near me recently and overheard the owner talking about like selling local artists, and I was like, oh, well, I come here and I draw almost weekly. Maybe we can work with something. So yeah, I'll be selling my art nearby loop soon. It's awesome. Business is certain though. TCG is kind of dying. Horror games though, always fire. Yeah. Like if the game I am making, I could technically pivot it into more of a card-based board game and have basically expansions instead of like an active TCG. But yeah, it's something to keep in mind. I mostly just think TCGs are dying because there's so much greed behind them. Like, legit, maybe that's something I do end up doing. Maybe instead of making a full TCG, making a board game with TCG expansions kind of idea. If I end up, like, ever maybe being able to publish it. That way there's no, like, power creep. And no, like, we're gonna, like, hoard all these cards and make it super valuable. I will say, I did make a killing in Yu-Gi-Oh! When Dark Hole became viable again because they lifted it off the ban list. Even common cards that were in good condition were selling for like $10. I made a fucking killing. I had so many because like every like structured deck when you were a kid came with Dark Hole, so I had like 8 or so just from structure decks. And then like I had like just a bunch of like other, like you get them from here, here and there, and like various things. So I had just so many. I probably made like 150 or so just off of charcoal. It was awesome. Hard to get into them because people gatekeep, but I feel like the cost factor is the main reason why both stay away. Yeah, like that's legit why I'm not getting into like Magic or anything right now. Like I'll play casually like with my friend. Like my one friend, she'll come by and we'll play some Magic and just play like basically modern. Yeah, modern. I have like my scroll deck I use, and they have like their old vampire deck that they have, and we'll occasionally throw in like a quick like commander session kind of thing. But I don't really play against people because just really can't afford it. Anyways, beautiful out here, isn't it? It is. Also, can I harvest those coconuts? Granted, this is legit what it's like when I'm in a conversation with people. It's like, yeah, talk. Oh, can I grab those pears from that tree? Yep. Just how it is. There's a lot of love here in Mistria, but I personally think nothing beats the beach. You picked the perfect spot to build a house. Tirithia? That's so hard for me to say with a stutter. Funny thing though, it's even nicer on that little island to the west of here. I remember, before the earthquake destroyed the bridge, it was a great spot for fishing and foraging. Also, it's really pretty. Is it going to take like 6,000 stone and like 500 wood to build this tiny bridge? Because I'm going to be mad. I sometimes take my boat past there, and it still has all those things. So I thought, why not share it again with the rest of the town? What do you think, James? ORB sounds like a win? Me too. I'll set the donation box. I think 300 wood, 150 stone, 50 fiber, and then $1,000. Why am I paying for it? I don't mind gathering the stuff, but why am I also paying for it? It's like, okay, you bring all the supplies, you bring the money, so supply the labor, and that's it. Deal. Okay, so on those characters, although Ella's design is a bit of a fan service, not gonna lie, a little bit. Granted, this is her summer outfit. It does change, but there's some nice assets. Let's just say. And something I also noticed, like, I noticed that their outfit changes during the season, but I actually didn't notice that the outfit on their sprite changes as well. I noticed that as well. I mean, I don't mind. Oh yeah, no complaint here. I'll work with Reese on some blueprints. Reese? His names are going to be switching back and forth constantly. Alright. Well, dropping the stone. Honestly, we kind of have what we need to do that now. Coconuts. Did someone want a coconut? Yeah. Bring it to her on Saturday. Look at that little hermit crab. Are you new? You are a bonito. You're not collectible though. Oh, I'm tired. Eat a peach. Ooh, you look new. Cod. average farming game. You're the hero farmer, now gold mine 3,000 wood. Pretty much. I had to, there was a mission to, like, rebuild the general store, and they were like, bring us, like, 500, like, 200 wood, and 500 stone, and 5 iron, 5 copper, and $3,000, and it's like, and what are you providing? Excuse you? Oh, I think you're new. I don't know. Bring that. Scoop you? Are you new? You are new, a surf beetle. Is it me, or does that sound like an insult? I don't know. Wrong way. It's getting late. I should go to bed. I guess that was technically the right way. Oh no, that wasn't. For some reason I was getting that area mixed up with this area. Having the best, or like not the best, but like a good axe is nice. Oh, I should call in the animals before I forget, and they get mad at me. Send inside. Boink. Boink. Send inside. Honestly, just sell the fish, I think. Sell. Let me sort. There we go. Coconut. We'll sell, like, half of them. Sell the peach. Sell the cod. Sell the bonito. We'll keep the flour for gifts. I don't know if I've actually sold clay. We'll do it in case it gets us a recipe or something. Get the marigold. Yeah, don't really need those. Sell the sapphire, sell you. Keep the bug. Okay. Oh, also sell copper pick, copper fishing rod. There we go. Alright, bedtime. Give me some forager flashback. That whole game was one giant grind. I don't know if I played that. Or if I did, I don't remember. Forager. Kind of ringing a bell? Hold. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That is 2 80 hours. 2 8. Yeah. Yeah. Like it took me a second, but it was like that name. I don't, but do remember it. And I was like, oh, is it like that little marshmallow guy? And I was like, right, okay, it was. Yeah. That game was a bit of a grind. I think I still enjoyed it because it was. I played it, I think, in like a time of my life where I just needed to feel like I was being productive, but I just needed some time to chill. And I think it like scratched that itch. Ooh, we can make coconut milk. that good? Okay, recovers 18, takes 0 time to make. Alright. Easy food. We did it in like January, and man, I was so relieved. Endgame was standing near industry machines and go into the void occasionally to restock on gems. I don't know if I ever 100%ed it. I'm not sure if I played it when it was in early access or not. I got decently far in it, I think, though. But yeah, it was a grind. I kind of feel that way with like, not Satisfactory, with Factorial. Like, I love that game, but it is such a grind sometimes. Like, that's one of those games where I think I would like Factorial more if I played it with people. Like, if I had a friend to play it with, that'd be cool. But, like, on your own, it is such a grind having to do everything and redo everything and, like, constantly do that. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, I'm kind of tired of this. Like, and when I've gone to like play it with friends, I played it with friends who had like, 600 hours into the game, knew what they were doing, and either I joined their server and I'm just kind of like, why am I here? Or they would join my server and I'd be like, why am I here? Which is weird. I've done some very complicated modded Minecraft machinery before. But it confused me too much, yeah. Like, Factorio wasn't, like, it's weird too, but, like, I got, like, the mechanics of it. And, like, there's a lot of, like, base building elements, and, like, I did like the production element of it. But there's just something about it that just was just kind of, like, I'm both enjoying and not enjoying this simultaneously. Why is that? Like, it's really good initially when you're, like, oh, I got, when you get up to, like, electric furnace and stuff like that in the game, it's like, oh, man, this is going to be twice as efficient, so much cooler, yeah! And then at some point, I just kind of drop it. I stop playing, I lose interest, and I don't really know why. Oddly enough, though, I do kind of want to get Satisfactory, like the 3D Factorial. Would love to play it with someone, but it is also one of those games where it's probably like a pretty niche-y game. But games where I can like just build and just chill are my jam. And I think the 3D element of that game is gonna work for it. And I think it's gonna like scratch that itch for me if I ever get around to it. Guess we can drop off some wood and stone. If you water those, I could technically buy more seeds if I really wanted to. Everything and rebuilding parts to be more efficient from what I've heard. Yeah, I heard that as well. Like a lot of those games are the same way. Whereas like it starts off kind of easy, you kind of just figure shit out, but then like by the end you kind of have to like optimize. Right. I don't know. What, like, eventually when it goes on sale and I have the money to pick it up, I probably will. Okay, we just need wood and fiber. Fiber's probably easy, we probably have that already. Any gold? If I can buy some gold. That's actually I've been eyeing for ever since somebody recommended it to me, but I don't know. Doesn't seem much for me. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm a guy who likes mining and exploring, not placing tech. Yeah, that is something where I'm hesitant on it as well, because I love exploring. Like, that's both why I always go back to Minecraft, but also why I drop it. because I love exploring and building and doing all that stuff. And Minecraft provides that, but it doesn't have quite enough exploration to keep me in it. So I drop it usually pretty quickly. Let's get that fishing ability. There we go. That way, if there's a school of fish and I can't reach it, I can just run over it and get the goods. For 0 stamina. Ooh, they do have gold. Alright, we have the money. I'm crazy enough. Oh no, that's not her. It is her! Summer is the season of Columius. Those tall clouds that look like big piles of cotton balls. No, my stuttering's not letting me say that. Okay. You want your favorite flower? What a perfect flower! And pink bloom, too! I should crush it in a book and preserve it. She's so cute. I am struggling between her and Reina. They're both 10 out of 10. Well, wasn't planning on doing this, but I guess I'm building a golden tool. Let's see. Oh, we gotta pick. Could build an axe. Could build the fishing rod. I do like fishing quite a bit. Yeah. Oh man, Hightail is so much better at adventuring aspect. There's so much going for it right now, though. There's not much going for it right now. I've heard good things about Hightail. It's definitely on my radar. But even though like it's only like 20 bucks, which would be like 30, 35 Canadian, which I don't have that at the moment for a game that's not finished. But I am eyeing it. That is one of those, like, I think when it comes out, I'm definitely going to get it. Or when there's a bit more meat to bite into. Ooh. Oh, that means since I'm too broke right now. But I'm going to definitely buy it when I have the money. They pull it off, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, like from what I saw, it seems genuinely interesting. I don't love the, you know, it's a better, you know, it's Minecraft 2 label that it got, because like I feel like that's going to bite it in the ass. Because I don't even think they're going for a Minecraft. Like I think the story is that like they made Minecraft mods, but it's one of those like they made like the Hypixel mod or something like that, but. I don't know. I feel like that's gonna, like, set them up for a weird level of, like, failure. It's more adventure-focused Minecraft. Something akin to Terraria, but with more depth. Okay. That's actually why I like Terraria. I love the adventure aspect of it. Even in a small town like Mistria, there's always plenty of gossip. Okay, we'll find out what Adeline likes. Egg? Lemon pie. I do love a good lemon pie, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so if I'm able to buy some of those foods from the store, that could be cool. Do a little bit more fishing. Maybe get an extra fish. But yeah, like, I'm definitely intrigued with Hightail, though, because I love a good, like, adventure game. You know, exploring, building, adventure game. So if that's what it's going for, even if it's not, like, more building, definitely would be intrigued. There's another game on Steam I've been eyeing as well, but it has, what's it called? Blanking on it. Damn it. Um, can't remember like what to like prefer it to, but what's the name of the game? Um, Enshrouded. I've been kind of eyeing that one a little bit, but I almost remember the game that I was gonna say, but like it really seems like it would benefit from having like more than one person. Actual lore for world, items, bosses, and enemies. So yeah, IG, that's the ultimate end goal for it. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Like Hytale seems like genuinely like a good step. Valheim, that was the game I'm thinking of. Enshrouded has like the Valheim vibe, which I also really enjoyed, but I think it might be one of those games where I think it's supposed to be like pretty challenging and kind of like require you to maybe have more than one person. But I definitely been eyeing it. Okay. Let's keep trying to get. No, I guess we can get the wood first. Just do that mission. The thing about Enshrouded is that it's just dumps a pot of water over your head and expects you to manage it. Seems interesting. Okay. Ooh, a free iris. Okay, let's get some pond fish. Maybe we'll get lucky, get something new. That fish didn't notice. That's probably too far out. Yeah. Everyone knows when you're fishing to land the your bait or your bobber right in front of them. That always works. It doesn't. Really? There we go. I just jumped into a pit with a snapping turtle. I would never do that in real life. Ooh, that's a big cast. That's awesome. So I'm craving a game like Cube World, but maybe by a developer that doesn't just randomly remake whole games and nothing else. Okay. Don't know if I played Cube World. I don't know if I have like a mental visual of what that game is. I'm assuming it has cubes, but that's as far as I gotten. Oh, my finger twitched. Anything around here I can grab? We only got 26 wood. That's not a whole lot. Ooh, rusted treasure chest. We can drop that off, I guess. I do have to sneeze. don't know when. Voxel exploration game, you can feel like it's supposed to be more, but there's just not much to do. Oh, okay. There was a game like that I liked that was free to play. It was Creativeverse. I really enjoyed it initially, but it started becoming way too give us money. And at first it was just like aesthetic stuff, so I didn't really care. But it started being like, oh, you want to speed up how long it takes to forge this? Give us money. You want to do X, Y, and Z? Give us money. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I would have much rather you just make the game like $30 and made it so I didn't have to pay you more money just to play your game. MMO, but single player. Okay. Do I have like a small eat? I guess I can nibble on this basil. Ooh. New shirt. Explorer's jacket. That's why you no longer get invested in online games. They all get digitified eventually. Yeah, I've been kind of there as well. I just don't play like MMOs and like online games, free to play games. I kind of like just moved away from them because like I'm at a point where it's just like I would rather just buy a game and play the game and enjoy the game for what it is instead of being kind of not really coerced, but just kind of made to feel like I have to pay. Like if you're like I just don't like feeling like the like I have to keep giving them money to play their game. That's why I don't really pay for like online services and stuff. Cause just like, oh, I have to like pay money to actually play this game and get the full experience out of it. I just won't buy that game. Since are playing this game called Apollia. I think I played that very briefly or something similar to that. It was like a online multiplayer exploration like WoW-like game, but it also had like farming elements and stuff in it. Don't know if it was that game or just a different game with like a similar style, but I heard people like it, but I can't really say for how greedy they get. I played it like easily like 10 years ago, something like that. Like it was a while ago. I was searching for an MMO and could not really find one that like made me like myself. If I'm being honest, like yeah, I couldn't really find one that was like enjoyable and that I could really like just have fun with. One was released 2 years. Okay, it must have been something similar then. I've heard of Palia though. Oddly enough, I've been so burnt out with like Nintendo and how they've been just basically butchering the Pokemon series. I legit bought Palworld not long ago and just been playing that in my free time. Cause man, Nintendo's making a lot of dumb choices. They think they're being really clever and smart and cool, but God, their decisions have been awful. Like, I legit did not even buy Legends ZA. How Power compared to Pokemon? It's funny. Like, to me, Palworld is more, like, it plays more like Arc, which I love. I love Arc. But with a Pokemon twist. And honestly, I genuinely enjoy it. Like, like, some of the creature design, I am kind of like, come on. You know what you're doing with this. Like, I'm not saying that they like took like let's say Lucario's sprite and changed it, you know, in some way, but it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, this kind of looks like Lucario, but with more feminine physique, I think. But then there's like, but and like, there is like a creature that's kind of very Eevee-esque, like kind of like Leafeon if it was small like Eevee kind of thing. But at the same time, I think I do legit think that it is more inspired and they just heavily use Pokemon as a reference rather than them just copying and pasting. Because like there are elements of, oh, I forgot to let in the cow. Sorry, buddy. So bad at that. Did I accidentally leave the chicken out? Yes. But yeah, legit. Like, I do enjoy Power World. I enjoy like the building aspect of it and stuff, and the exploration. Haven't gotten too far into it. I basically like played enough to eventually find a spot where I wanted to build my base, built my place, and then like haven't really picked it up much since. Not out of like not really enjoying the game, just out of just, you know, time. Only so many games to play. But it is something I want to get back to, because I did enjoy it. And honestly, just like the world's more interesting. The like the gameplay mechanics are nice. It is kind of what I want like an open world Pokemon to be. Like, you know, you don't have to have like, you know, in like an open world Pokemon game, having Pokemon like actively try and kill you or anything like that. But or like you don't need to have like guns or anything like that. But it does kind of scratch that like traveling the world with your with your favorite monsters. Modding Sting is also pretty great. Oh, cool. Haven't actually looked into Power World mods at all. But yeah, I think the game's good. I don't... The only part of it I don't really like is the kind of capitalism-ness of it. Like, basically using the pals as like slaves and stuff. I don't love that. And like I think it's just like the world they're trying to create. It's like if Pokemon was kind of like in real life kind of thing, but it's not my favorite thing. So it kind of encourages you to catch like a bunch of like the same mons and kind of use them for certain services. And that's not my favorite thing, but just kind of exploring and doing all that stuff is fun. But it does have like a third-person shooter element to it, which I'm not good at. Wait, it sounds like how Jaws work IRL. Yeah, kinda. Really? There we go. But yeah, honestly, I do genuinely enjoy it, and like would recommend it to people who are looking for like an Arc style game with Pokemon elements. I keep going to go grab fiber, and then I don't. I'm gonna try it myself to see what the hype's about. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like if you look at the game and you go, oh, I might like this, you probably will. The game's also not very hand-holdy either, which I like. Like, it gives you just enough to kind of figure out your routes. Though, I would recommend, if you're doing, like, the tutorial, like, missions, to do those, because, like, if you make, like, let's say a crafting table, before the game tells you to make a crafting table, you'll have to make a second one. Because the game doesn't, like, automatically check that off, which is annoying. But yeah, I just kind of got, like, burnt out by just how shitty Nintendo has been with Pokemon. Like, I haven't loved all of, like, the newer games, but, you know, I can see, like, you know, stuff I enjoyed about them. Even, like, Sword and Shield, people kind of ripped that one apart. I liked it. And, like, you know, Legends Arceus has stuff in it where I'm like, I like this. You know, I like the elements of this. I can see what they're going with. I would like, you know, it could look better, but besides that, like, it's still a pretty solid game. And then, like, after Scarlet and Violet, I did kind of lose hope. Like, they kind of burnt my trust with that one. Like, there was stuff in Scarlet and Violet that I liked. And that I did enjoy, but it was just kind of like, game barely works, looks like ass, runs kind of like a, ooh, bikini? Damn! Okay. I love spending summertime with friends. Being together at the beach makes it even more special somehow. Do you want a miracle? Yeah. Okay, we got a treasure. A meteorite. That's cool. We can donate that. Oh, I should catch these fish. New? No. So many games, and some of them just completely screw you over and force you to restart because it acts faster. I know, kind of overall feels like it's more evil and whatever company ever since. Yeah. Honestly, though, Nintendo has just all of their decisions that they've been making, I'm just kind of like, I see what you're doing. I don't think people don't. But it's one of those, like, really it feels like they're trying to, like, dick over as many other, like, feels like they're both talking down and insulting their customers while trying to take advantage of them. Like, I don't have the money to buy a Switch 2, but, you know, I was excited. I was genuinely interested in getting one if I ever if I ever stumbled across, like, $1,000 that, you know, I didn't have a place for, which probably wouldn't happen. But if I did, I was, you know, I was considering it, but, like, man, just... with how, like, with their lack of, like, actual physical games, and, one, just the cost, too, $1,000, kind of expensive, and then, like, the cost of the games being so high, especially even though, like, most of them don't even have, like, a physical release, and then just game key cards, yeah. Yeah, that legit, like... Learning about that, I was just kind of like, that's depressing. Like, they could have easily, did anything, really? And, what I found out about, like, the game key cards, mixed with the fact that all Switch 2s have a kill switch that like can be activated if they detect like a second-hand game and stuff like that. It's just like, are you serious? So like, if someone buys a game, they don't want it, they give it to a friend, you can just kill their console for that shit? Are you like, what? That seems borderline illegal. Sorry, kind of wants to try doing same with PS5. Well, not directly though. Oh, Sony wants to do it as well? Yeah. They plan to include bare minimum game files on disc and stream the rest. If they start doing that, I'm not buying games. Like, legit. If it ever gets to a point where you don't actually own the game you buy and you can't actually just, like, pop in the game and play it, I am not buying games. Interestingly enough, I have noticed that there's been a huge uptick in, like, older consoles. Like, you know, there's always been, like, a market, but especially in, like, the 3DS. Apparently, like, I could sell my broken 3DS right now for probably, like, easily $200. Like, it still works, it just has, like, a weird, like black line in, like, the touchscreen. But apparently people are seeking out older consoles because you own the games, and you can play the games, and there's, like, an actual, like, you can just enjoy them. Want a 3DS badly, but they sell the junk for, like, $350 here? Yeah. But yeah, there's, like, a huge uptick in that stuff now. Because people are kind of just burnt out with, like, the Switch 2 and so much greedy tactic. Like, I feel like what's gonna like start happening is like a lot of these developers and like, you know, companies, they're gonna try to milk as much as they can. It's kind of like the Magic Gathering effect with like Hasbro right now, where they're trying to milk their fan base as much as they can, get as much money as they can from them. But what's gonna end up happening is that they're gonna burn so much of their audience by doing so that I think, like, obviously it's not going to end their company or anything like that, but they're going to burn so much trust where I think short term their profits are going to go up. Long term, I think they're going to take a hit. It's not going to kill them because they're multi-billion-dollar companies, so they'll survive. They can make stupid decisions. But I can see, like, big damage in like, the long run. Like, though I've also know people who just don't care, you know. Someone like me who loves games, I take a big passion in them, but I know people who just play stuff casually and they don't give a shit. So that's who they're marketing towards. They don't care about like the people who genuinely love the medium. They're targeting people who just don't care. A lot of companies are pushing AI and making components out of sale. And Faisal said that future of gaming is cloud gaming, aka renting PC in some data center. Oh yeah, I heard of that. That is not the future of gaming. That, like, they're gonna try. They're gonna 100% try. They're gonna do what they can to make it so you don't own anything. You have to pay them for the privilege of paying them. And they're going to do what they can to take advantage of that. But I hope, as a gaming community, people are going to be like, fuck that. There's been some rough times, man. I hope this junk gets regulated eventually. I hope so, too. I am so done with AI. And there's also just so much fucking crap happening in the world. Like, I'm going to get a little, like, political, but, like, there's been so much crap happening, especially in, like, the US right now, that has legit depressed me to all hell. Like, I have legit lost sleep over it. Because it's just, like, I know people in real life who are trans. I know people who are, like, gay and, like, are people of color, and just finding, just obviously like there's always been racism and all that kind of like stuff, but just seeing how far it can go, knowing that like people are being basically accused of the most heinous of crimes, not because they did them, but because of racism and all sorts of like just hatred. Really, it's horrible. Like I had a friend recently, um, and it's at a point where I'm kind of questioning if I even want to be friends with this person anymore. They did a post like a week or so ago on Facebook being like, why have there been so many trans school shootings? Um, and I'm just kind of like, oh, I haven't heard of these. Like, so I inquired, like, what do you mean? And also, there's been a lot of like hate campaign towards minority groups right now because people need a scapegoat for all the world's issues, and you might as well target people who can't defend themselves. And the person replied to me just being like, Google it. And I'm like, you're not going to give me any contacts, any certain any information? You're just telling me to Google this information. Okay. I would love to have something to go off of, like a name, where it was done. Like I assumed it was like Canada, but to be honest, I feel like majority of these posts are LLM generated and designed to get a rise out of people. I stopped believing a lot of stuff on the web. Seeing people fall for it. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I know people who fall for like the AI Jesus stuff. But yeah. So I looked into it. I went, I used like incognito mode. I typed in like trans shooting, school shooting, stuff like that. And fortunately, because so few of them actually happened, I was able to find the thing that happened in, I think, like BC. Shooting happened. I looked into it, and it was actually kind of sad because like there's like an article of like talking about like all the events of like people posting what they're talking about, and then like I'm reading through it, and I get to a point where like the person, like the lady's father, like the trans girl's father, who she shot a bunch of people, and she shot herself, and then like her father was like, I stopped talking to her, I have nothing to do with her, or oh no, he wasn't saying her, she was saying him because it was a guy, trans woman. So he's like, I stopped talking to him, I don't acknowledge him, I disowned him, and I'm like, do you think maybe that has something to do with how they reacted? I don't know, but it was just kind of sad, and just seeing just how much hatred there is towards just so many marginalized people, it has been on my mind a lot. Like, if I were them, I would worry about ICE detailing people and president being in the files, but nah, let's divide each other. Yeah. And that's really what it is, right? Like, people in power who have done horrible shit, they fuel the fire and get people to bitch about other stuff. But also what's funny with like the Epstein files is just the fact that like there have been thousands, like not including the files themselves, thousands of like people coming out being like, we were involved, having their own form of proof, so being like, this is what happened, and people being like, no, we need to see the files first. And it's like, are you serious? How we have limited lifespans on this planet and do everything to make it as miserable here as possible. Yeah, totally agree. And like, yeah, so yeah, as I was talking about, like with the friend I was talking to, I looked up like the article. I mentioned, yeah, this is the thing, but this is just like the situation, and like, like, and like a lot of the comments on her post was just people being like, the trans agenda, and then like people being like, oh, it's there's a mental health crisis, but then their solution to the mental health crisis was to deny people mental health. I'm just kind of like, what? Like there is a mental health crisis. You're very close, but then your solution is to deny people it? How the fuck does that make sense? We have an issue with people not being able to eat. People are starving in the streets, so our solution? Nobody eat. Problem solved. The whole, people are starving, can't afford bread, why don't they eat cake? Just eat some cake. But yeah, it's just dumb. And then like I basically mentioned to my friend, I'm just like, I do agree that there's like a mental health issue and that should be addressed, and I believe that people should have access to that stuff, including like right now we live in a time where the people with rights should be fighting for those who don't have rights, but unfortunately there's people right now who are fighting for the right to live, and that's sad and depressing and horrible and shitty, and the people who have the ability to do so should do what they can to help, and we should be fighting for people to have rights to exist, yet we're not. Or not all of us aren't, but like, people are too busy bickering over stupid shit to actually give a shit. And I'm like, people should have access to mental health, even if that means supporting people who are transitioning. Rather than being like, no, you're not, and denying them, let them actually transition properly with the support and the love and stuff that they need. But my friend was like, her exact response to me is something like, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you, but thank you for replying anyways. I'm just kind of like, okay, so you basically just admitted to me that like people that you don't agree with shouldn't have rights. And I was just kind of like, alright, starting to kind of doubt the friendship, But yeah, I've been just in a weird headspace. Sorry, I kind of like took this off the rails. But I have literally lost sleep. Like, I have not slept well for like, I don't know, I want to say 2 weeks. So, man. Cool, milk. That's why politics is best left for the insane, legit though. And like, I also know people who are like, because like, I have family members who are also like this. Like, I have like family members who are heavy Christians who do all the bad things that Christians tend to do. And that's not me saying I think Christianity is bad. I think religion can be good. But people like to use Christian, or like being religious as a weapon to push people down rather than actually follow what shit is about. So like, I've had talks with like my family and stuff like that who, once again, don't think human rights are a thing that people should have. I'm just kind of like, what? So, I'm at a point where I'm just kind of like, I don't want to be associated with these people in my family, and then I have other family who are like, it's just a difference in opinion, and it's like, no. Someone liking anchovies, or someone disliking my favorite movie, is a difference in opinion. Someone denying someone straight up rights? that's not a difference in opinion. There's just a horrible human being. My mom consumes mass amounts of TikTok, and she barges into my room and randomly starts blaming Ukrainians, and I have to straighten her out each time. I hate to see it, yeah. And that's the thing, I don't blame people entirely, right? Because, like, the internet is completely designed, and I mentioned this in my message to my one friend, where I'm like, the internet is designed to kind of pull you into a bubble, keep you in that bubble, and keep feeding you information. Like, you as a consumer have to actively, like, force yourself to step out of your comfort zone, which is why when I have people be like, hey, these things are happening, I will look into it. I'm like, okay, let's learn about this. And most of the time, like, a lot of what people are saying is either exaggerated. Let's just be honest, 98% of the time it's being exaggerated, and then the rest is, like, just straight up lies. Passive information to prevent major social media from using infinity scroll and text niche. That's good. Not implemented yet though, but it was passed. That's good to hear. But yeah, it's just sad because like I do believe like most people aren't evil, right? Most people aren't bad. Most people aren't trying to, like, you know, be horrible. And we're kind of, like, taught to act a certain way and be a certain way, which is unfortunate, but it just kind of, like, you know, how society kind of is. But there are times where I'm also just like, man, it's hard to know people, and like I don't want to be the person who like overreacts, but it's also like it just feels weird. All evil people are CEOs, billionaires, yeah, legit. Like besides the few exceptions, I personally do believe that like you don't become a billionaire because you're a good person. Like, there might be the occasional people, like, I'll say, like, you know, I don't know him personally, but I feel like Markiplier's a pretty good person. You know, he's wealthy enough, he does enough stuff. But, like, he also gives to charity, he seems like a genuine person, but he also got rich, basically, he essentially won the lottery, but, like, people who, like, build billions, you know, like, your Bezos, your Trumps, they don't get that money because they're good people. There was some study a long time ago about psychopaths and CEOs share the same trait, apparently. Would not surprise me. Like, it would not surprise me if that happens. Because, like, I feel like you have to be of a certain mindset to, like, feel like you need to crush people. Like, I personally believe that, like, everyone can prosper as long as people like work together, and that's not a mindset that makes you money. That's a mindset that keeps you somewhat poor. Like, granted, I've also never been someone who wanted millions of dollars. Having that security would be nice. Like, not ever having to worry about how I'm affording food, or if we can afford rent would be nice. But if I ever had a lot of money, I would definitely use it to like help people. That what make you money is one that doesn't have morals. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I don't know. But like mostly I've just been in a mindset where it's just kind of like there's so much evil, there's so much bad shit happening, and it's like, how can I help? Like, I want to do what I can to support people even if I don't know them. And like, I'm only one person who is disabled, and like, I don't have money, so it's like, what can I do? And that's been kind of getting to me, where it's just like, what can I actually do to help? It's been weird. Maybe our generation can manage to wriggle something out and make sure their future kind will be able to work any job and earn livable income. That would be nice. Not holding my breath though, yeah. And like, really, it just, I feel like there's such like the thing is that like all these issues, there's more than like, there's not just one solution. Like, people like to like oversimplify things. It's just like, oh, if you just do this, all your problems will be solved, and that's not accurate or true or anything. But oh, it's Friday. I should head to the tavern. But in like reality, like, oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But like, in reality, all of these like issues that people have to deal with, they're multifaceted. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of like, there isn't really a lot of like simple bandages. If there was, people would have done them. There's a lot that needs to be done, and unfortunately, it's not an overnight job to do. It's just people like to try and like make stuff seem more simple than they are. No hiding the 1% of population controlling 99% of them. Yeah. Things appear something will change, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I highly doubt it. I feel like when they die, they probably have contingency plans to be like, to make it so their money doesn't get dispersed. Oops. I don't know. It's just been exhausting, and didn't mean to like get very political and stuff on this channel, but man, just hard times we live in, and it is just exhausting. You need to get things off here. Oh yeah, 100%. And I think that's just where I'm coming from at the moment, because it's just been exhausting. The world just kind of sucks. I got some killer ideas for next week's menu. Keep an eye out. Soup looks great. Broccoli cheddar. That sounds delicious. Actually, Marge, would you want this? Alright, he's just on it. Let's see how the D&D campaign's going. Drama and Dragons. Revelations about Bright Claw's past bring you to the top of the tower, where you finally lay eyes upon it, the legendary Dragon Hawk. Silver is overcome with awe. He approaches reverently and coos in the manner described in Daffodilia's guide to birds strange and mundane. The ancient bird heaves a deep, reverberating sigh. Oh dear, it says, another fan. Wait, what? Can I be friends with it? Can I pet it? I really want to pet it. Honey is a creature of ancient wisdom and power. Besides, you don't know where that legendary bird has been. Dragonhawk hears your insulation about its hygiene and has judged you unworthy of giving pets. In fact, it seems quite angry and begins to shimmer. Mom! You made it angry! Don't worry, everyone. I'll enthrall this bird with the power of conversation. Aaron recounts the archaeological treaties on stoneworking and... Oh no. You're not getting out of a fight this time. In fact, this parade of buffoonery enrages the Dragonhawk. The illusions fall away, revealing the Dragonhawk's true identity. Demon Lord Blood! That's such an edged name, and I love it. Who has built this tower? An architect. An evil architect. Someone's been watching a little bit too much Good Place. I don't think there is too much Good Place, though, so I retract my previous statement. My enemy. Ooh, it's starting to get good. Looks like a baddie. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole. He's that, like, lovable asshole archetype. I love him, but I hate him. Not my type. Okay. I'm having such fun being this week's model. Jams, between performing in the opera and walking the red carpet, I'm no stranger to striking a pose. My drawings are pretty bad, but I'll try to do them justice. Elise, Elsie. Man, I'm bad at reading, Sam. Hayden, your drawings aren't bad. No artist is bad. If you're an artist and you're trying, even if you're just beginning, you're not bad. We all have our own paths we take. Hayden, if I could point something out, I noticed you got a habit of putting your own drawings down. Yes! Don't do it! Don't be me! You're good. Stop it. I'm saying this to myself just as much as I'm saying to these fictional characters. Stop saying you're bad. Okay, anyways. You fully share them too. It's important to take pride in what you do. And... Ulrich, you're amazing. That's it. And to have fun too, I guess. My goodness, Marge. As a doctor, I'm afraid I had to diagnose you with a growth of character. Man, this game's great. And if only I had somebody to motivate me that much, right? But you're all saying this saying is tough medicine. But don't think I'm not taking it to heart. If even stubborn young March can change, then your old friend Hayden can too. Yeah, exactly. Hey, wait a minute. These characters are so good. Whoever wrote for these characters, man, keep writing characters. You're so good at it. I still want to cosplay him. Someone in a previous stream said I could do a really good Hulk cosplay. I completely agree. I want to find his outfits. Absolute madman. You did it. Coffee liquor? I know you're a coffee fan, so I've been experimenting since the last time I saw Darcy at the market. Took weeks to get the flavor right. Now, we've got one of our best liquor and the coffee liquor over ice. That's a nice molasses color, isn't it? Damn, this sounds good. I don't drink a lot of liquor, like, maybe I have, like, one rum and coke a year. This just makes me want to drink. There is stuff like that where I'm like, man, I can see why people enjoy a good drink now and then. I need to put some eye contacts in, and you can hit his style off well. Oh yeah, 100%. Granted, I would never put, like, I'll never not wear my glasses, because that's just... a part of me, but yeah, I could 100% pull off Holt really well. It looks a bit bitter, unless... You know what? Rada whipped up some sweet heavy cream for us. Wink. Now, a big, generous ladle on top? Oh my gosh, it looks scrumptious. I can say the same about you. You're an artist, Hemlock. Cheers! I was just checking the time to see if I wanted to get coffee myself. Look at that cream blend with the coffee. It looks like a heavy mist over a cloud. Or a mountain over a cloud. How did I misread that so badly? Dyslexia is a bitch. Now, that's a pretty name. We'll call it a heavy mist. So, what do you think, Holt? Can't talk. Too busy drinking. Not even a pun. Now that's a first. Heavy mist. That does sound delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Tomato soup, wild berry pie, apple pie. I could go for some good pie right now, if I'm being honest. Sweet potato pie, noodles. Someone did want noodles. Maybe we'll grab this. Who was the guy who wanted noodles? You do. Okay, that was worth it. If we can make noodles, we basically double our money. Probably take flour? Yeah, which we do have. Actually, can I just whip up a quick batch of noodles right here, right now, in front of everyone? Noodles? 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 0 time? Noodles are made. Who wanted them? Josephine. Well, what do you know? Here you go. Plus, scrumptious looking noodles. Thank you, Jams. Whether or not Maple approves of them, I'm glad I didn't have to make them this time. You're welcome. Thank you for the money. Hello, Maple. Rada says that the secrets at the museum probably have a more salty taste like the ocean. I like my grapes super sweet. Thank you very much. Oh, Maple. You and your shenanigans. I love that I can jump in this game. Okay, here we go. What's up? Now, Dorothea. I put a lot of thought into this question, so I hope you take it seriously. Same as you, Jam. Okay? Speak up. Everyone at home, try not to get distracted. Who here would make the best pirate? Ooh. Oh, I was born to answer this question. Earl would look dashing with the tricorn hat, but he gets the tad seasick. Hemlock strikes me as the right salty type. She so wants to, like, get down with Earl, right? Like, that's not being subtle. Like, she there's not a moment where she's not, like, heavily implying that she's physically attracted to him. And Nora would make a fearful captain, but a fair one. Oh, it's difficult to choose. March has that look in his eye that says everyone is his enemy. He might even pull off an eye patch. March seems like an asshole, but I don't think so. What do you think? Dal, Maple, and Luke play pirate all the time. Elsie, she's plundered everyone's hearts. I don't remember who Elsie is. Who the fuck's Elsie? Hold. 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 Oh, Rich lady. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I think literally Tirithia would make a good pirate. Honestly, Maple would be a good, like, you know, she's a kid, but like, she could be like a princess pirate. Princess of the Sea. I'll just say this one. I have to throw in with jams on this one, Tirithia. They're half pirate already. Mistria's original rapscallions. Friendship! This game's so good. Bravo. We can do a little fishing. Spot of fishing. Catfish or bullhead. Nice. Can we get something new? Just a turtle. Didn't really get anything new, did we? We're running out of days. Guess I'll chop down a couple trees. We're making good money. Oh, I could have given Celine some more hydrangeas. Wish we could have a little like pond for a turtle. Might as well sell these. Why not? Actually, keep the coconut for food. I don't know if I've gotten seaweed yet, so let's sell that in case it gives us a recipe. Alright, let's sleep. Get our wood from the cat. And bedtime. I've been playing this for almost 2 hours? When the hell did that happen? How has it been 2 hours? The urge I have though to just play this game all day is so strong. It's probably a good thing I'm streaming this because I would have an unhealthy attachment to this game right now. Spicy water chestnut. We can make a couple of those. Get our cooking skill up a bit. I could buy a bunch of cooking ingredients. Pick up the kitty. Ooh, watermelon. Call up the animals. Need milk. Nice. Ooh, more corn. Oh, let's save the seed. We don't quite have enough time to really grow it. grab our wood. Chop down some more trees. We could also run uptown real quick. Oh, right, it's the summer festival. I need coconut for someone. Or not festival, Saturday market. Can't remember how many coconuts I need. I'll just grab 3. Exactly 3. Excellent. Nothing. First time I'm coming here with like a decent amount of cash. Hi, Raina. Vera showed me a really quick trick for keeping my hair up in a bun. She's so nice. I kinda want to give you a coconut, but do you want this? Has some hot new look today. You should check them out. Anything actually nice? Short parted, straight. Maybe we'll grab this haircut. Yeah, give me the haircut. Whoops. Has your study of archaeology deepened? As your study of archaeology deepens, you begun noticing artifacts in new places. Pirithia sometimes fishes them up, and Ulrich used to stumble across them in the mines. With practice, you'll be able to do the same. Alright, let's change her hair up. There we go. What color would a queen dye her hair? No, really, I need to know. Pink? Pink seems like a... No, purple. Vera says she's got blue dye in stock. What do you think? Should I go for it? Probably. Doesn't hurt. Maple keeps saying she wants to try out pink hair. Where do you suppose she got the idea? I don't know, there's like 3 people in town who have pink hair. Vera offered to dye my beard, but I like the white. It makes me look distinguished, don't you think? It does. I heard Darcy has a new tea on the menu, so naturally I had to come try it. Friendship. Thank you so much, James. I love hydrangeas. They have the most beautiful color, and their fragrance is so sweet and subtle. Come here. You should smell it too. I like tea. Rose tea in particular. It has such a delicious flavor. Ooh. Can I buy her a rose? Oh, hi Ulrich. Roshi always tries to get me to try something called tea. But leaves? And water? Is it some kind of soup? Kinda, actually. A little bit. Would you look at these coconuts? Thank you, Jams. I'm sure I can whip up all sorts of fun desserts with these. Don't let the heat stop you from ordering something hot. Sweating cools you off, too. Can I buy rose tea? I can. Okay, we'll buy a couple rose teas as a gift. Ooh, we could buy a lemon pie to give as a gift. That's an expensive gift, though. Didn't someone want a pomegranate or pomegranate juice? Yeah. Hold on. $2.50? How much is your pomegranate juice? That's just straight up profit. Who was it again? You. Alright, that's easy. Whoops. Easy money? That pomegranate juice, is it going... That pomegranate juice is going to hit the spot. Thanks, Jams. You know, Brandon was telling me the other day that apparently it's pretty good for me, too. But I just like the taste. Yeah, money and renown. I want to try dyeing my hair, too. How about pink? Nothing beats tea and cake, and Darcy's got both. Don't tell anyone, but this might be my favorite place at the Saturday market. Darcy's got quite the memory for her regulars. She's able to recall orders just by seeing someone's face. Most sorceresses have an affinity for tea, but it's a latte for me. Darcy makes it perfect for me. Oh, and she draws something in the foam. It's important. The sophisticated blend of chocolate that Darcy uses for her hot chocolate isn't something everyone can appreciate, Jams. You know, this is the first thing I related to you with. Because I love a good hot chocolate or a hot cocoa. And it's so hard to find, like, a good hot chocolate or cocoa. You know what? For that, I'm buying you a hot chocolate. You talked me into it. Here you go. What? Are you giving this to me? Well, it does look good. You know what? I'm buying myself one too. Because I'm crazy that way. Honestly, that gives a lot of stamina. I'm buying it, but I'm not going to drink it now. Hada's got plenty of furniture for Mary. He and Ulrich help her set up the booth on the Saturdays. She's at the market. I'd rather stand than sit. So I didn't really get why Joe was so crazy about the armchair we got from Mary. But my baby is right. That's a comfortable chair. Oh, she blushing? Was she blushing because like, I was looking at her? Hold. Do people react if you get right up in their face? James, have you seen Vera's hairstyle catalog? She has so many cute options. Alright, maybe she was just reacting to something else. Or maybe her friendship's high enough to react to something? Who knows? In the market for a new furniture set, James, have a look. And remember, redecorating isn't a chore, it's a lifestyle. Alright, what do you got? Ooh, kind of loving that wallpaper. Bathroom tile wall. I don't think I want my house to be a bathroom. Thank you very much. Small vase. Ooh, picnic flowers. That'd be pretty. I could make a little, like, picnic decoration area. That'd be cute. Yeah, that'd be cute. Let's do that. For fun. Do a little farm decoration as a treat. We've been working hard. Hi, Dale. That bookshelf at Mary's booth would make a great fort. Want to hear a secret, James? Mary's got muscle. I saw her moving a wardrobe around like it was nothing. When I asked her about it, she said she didn't mention it because she likes when Ulrich and I help out. Is there actually a bookshelf? I don't see a bookshelf. Alright. New outfit. I would love a new outfit. Lewis says I got my taste for capes from my father, Baron Whiskar. I guess he is partial to them. Lewis sets clothes aside for me. If there's anything shimmery, fluttery, glittery, then I simply must try it on. Gossip? I've been excited to share this with you. What does Aelin like? Strawberries and cream. Honestly, simple enough. Hunting for vintage clothing at Lewis's collection is my favorite Saturday pastime. He's got good stuff. Purple and pink clothes are for everyone, James. Lewis will tell you himself. Ivory? Did you know that silk comes from the cocoons of domesticated silkworms? Amazing. I did know that, actually. That's pretty cool. I don't know if all silk does, but I know some silk does. Cool. Might as well do a spot of fishing. I know that's a pond snail, but it just looks like a turd. Go into a pond, grab the turd. Alright. Nothing new. What do I want to do? Guess we could set up a little picnic setup. That'd be cute. Alien does like peaches and cream. Can we buy that from here? Not yet. Okay. Hey, manga boy. How are you today? Alright, let's sell off what we don't need. Build our little picnic area because we can. Also, put up our new wallpaper. Ooh, that's so nice. I also like that we get our other stuff back. That's so pretty. 10 out of 10. That really brought the room together. Maybe here. Little like picnic spot. I'm going to handle some errands and couldn't join at the start. Also assisting a new player I met. Nice. I like inhale the hair? That was awful. Yep. Did not like any of that. It like tickled my lip as well. That was just so. That was a weird sensation. Would not recommend. Grab some wood to build that bridge. Good to be back watching the homie. Thank you. I like having you around. Now let's drop off this wood. Oh, we'll grab a couple more. Should I just take a day and just grab all the things from the farm? Maybe when I can get a gold axe. Maybe that's what we'll do. When I get a gold axe, we'll just start chopping. Chopping and breaking everything to clean the farm up. Okay, so I need like 100 wood. Damn, that's so much wood. Ooh, big fish. That could be anything. Could even be a boat. Please be a boat fish. It's really funny. I don't know if that's a thing. But it would really work for my bit if you're a boat fish. Oh, you are new though. A grouper. A groper. Nice. Yeah, today we're just kind of trying to get all of the summer collectibles. All the fish, all the bugs if I don't have them. Chocolate fish from the depths. It didn't look like he was made of chocolate. What? Game? You want to try that again? Sometimes it does that, where, like, it just kind of drops it at your feet. Bonito. That's just fun to say. 2. Supercast! Yeah! Oh? That was... Oh, just coins. Huh? No, you're too far. Oh, I guess if I, like... My finger twitches and I right-click. Okay. Having weird double-clicking on guns, and it turns out it was just my crappy mouse doing that. Fair. Fair. That does happen. I've been, revisiting Demon Souls, like the remake, in my free time. And I can't tell if I'm just bad or if the game just feels off. And I haven't decided what is true. They both could actually be true, but I feel like the dodging mechanic in it is so rough. Like, I'll, like, be, like, holding back on, like, the analog stick, hit the dodge button, and roll forwards. And I'm like, what? I'll be holding left, and I'll go forwards, or right, or backwards. And I'm just like, what? What do you mean? Stop doing that. Stop doing the wrong thing. I was fighting the Flame Lurker boss, and the boss kept on, like, hitting me, like, multiple times when I wasn't even near him, or, like, he has, like, this punch attack. And I would be out of the way, and all of a sudden I would just be, like, teleported in front of him, getting punched. I'm just like, what's happening? Am I, like, blacking out? Like, what? That's just a difficulty scale. Maybe. Cause, like, it's funny, because, like, I played Demon Souls before, I beat it, and all that. And I remember thinking back to the game, like, the game wasn't that hard. I remember being very easy. I kind of, like, steamrolled all the bosses. Like, I think I beat the whole game in, like, 30 hours or something like that. Like it wasn't a lot. And now I'm, like, struggling. I'm like, what the hell happened? Never played, but it seems like a good intro to the franchise. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, though. If I'm being honest. Like, I do feel like kind of like the controls are just a little too stiff for people to maybe get into. Like, the fights do feel easier if you've played Dark Souls, but the levels I feel like aren't as forgiving. Like, even the first, isn't it the first? Yes. It is technically, like, the first, like, Dark Souls game. But there's just something about it. Like, it feels legit stiff. You don't have, like, aerial attacks. Like, I think, like, with how, like, the dodging works, it reads in a weird way, so, like, it's not very intuitive. I don't know. Like, maybe because I have more experience, but I can always go back, replay Dark Souls 1. And even though, like, it's a bit more dated, still be able to like get into it. Did I call them in? I did not. Just start Souls genre with Dark Souls 2. Maybe. I definitely need to finish Dark Souls 2. I was playing that before I had to get my office repaired because of flooding. And by that I mean my landlord had to get it repaired, but yeah, definitely want to get back to Dark Souls 2 though, because I was genuinely enjoying it. It's not like my favorite Dark Souls, but it definitely got more of a more negativity than I would have thought. Because the game's not bad. It kind of has like the Yakuza 3 vibe of like people hated it, but when you play the game, it's like this isn't a bad game. What are they talking about? Kitty, corn, tomatoes. This is gonna be a good payday. And tea leaves. But man, there's so many games I want to play. It's honestly exciting and overwhelming because it's like, what do I play today? I don't know. I have 30 things I want to play. Where do I start? People complain about dumbest thing regarding Yakuza 3. It was just Kiryu's orphanage simulator. God forbid a man is wholesome, right? Legit, I did not understand the hatred for that. Like, it seemed like a legit thing Kiryu would do, and that's the weird thing. I feel like people, like, misread Kiryu's character. Because, like, even from, like, the first Yakuza game, Kiryu keeps trying to get out of the Yakuza. He keeps trying to get out of that game. Him opening an orphanage just made sense. Like, he came from an orphanage. His daughter's an orphan. It makes sense that he would want to also pursue that. Like, I'll admit that the third game wasn't as polished. Like, there was definitely some, like control issues. But also, Yakuza 4 made me spraying my fingers, so you know. I might be a little biased. Though Yakuza 4 did have Shun, and he is, like, best character next to Kiryu, so I don't know. Could be biased. I am looking forward to playing through Yakuza 5, though, but man, I have so much stuff I want to get to. As I said, it is legit overwhelming. Maybe tomorrow, if I am able to, maybe I'll just try and steamroll XCOM. Because I'm guessing I'm getting near it. I've got, like, nearing 20 hours into the main campaign. Base game. So, I can't imagine there's too much more in it. So maybe I'll just take a day and, like, or, like, a couple days and just try and, like, get XCOM out. And then, maybe focus on something else after that. Like, maybe finish Dark Souls 2. And then maybe move to Yakuza 5. Meet Unifer at the bathhouse. I don't know how I feel about being her guinea pig. That's not really my kink, you know? Bring cheese. How do I make cheese? Do I make cheese here? I do. Alright. We'll make cheese. I've also mentioned this in the past, but I definitely think I'm gonna start moving a bit more away from Let's Plays. Like, I think streaming scratches that same itch for me. Like, I might just still do, like, the occasional, like, series, but I kind of moved away from, like, 5 episodes a week, because that was just exhausting. I think it was Celine who liked the rose hip tea. I don't know where she is. But like, I think I'm gonna just finish the Final Fantasy 1 playthrough I'm doing. And I don't know. I think there's gonna be a lot of like changes and stuff to my main channel. Cause like I like making Let's Plays and stuff, but there is like it does take more time than I think a lot of people like to admit. And it's like I have a lot of like projects I'm working on in my own time, and I would like to start doing reviews. Like I've been recording footage for one with the extra time I have, and I don't know. I think I'm just gonna start changing stuff up a little bit. Who wanted cheese with a dill? Luke. Dell ultimately enough wants a snail. Though, Final Fantasy 1, like the original game, has been a fun playthrough. Not gonna lie. Been a good time. I've been really enjoying like just like the figuring stuff out, puzzle elements of it, like where to go next and what to do. Where the hell is Celine? She's not at the farm. Is she at the beach? Nope. Am I blind? Has she never really existed? She's not at the dig site. Her mom is here. Oh, she is at the beach. Okay, we'll go see her. Sell. Do I care about the map? It is $500. Yeah, we can sell the map. That's a decent amount of money. And I don't really have the wall space for it anyways. Ooh. Hi, Aelin. The sun feels so good. I wish I could put this weather in a bottle and save it for winter. 100%. Winter sucks. I'm taking time off work to relax. The sun and sands are good for my peace of mind. Hello. I tried to talk to Baylor about some of the supply issues. But he said the beach is for relaxing. I suppose it's not a bad rule. Do we have a thing that she likes? She likes lemon wedges. We can give her a flower or something. You want this, actually? Here you go. Recently, Luke has been teaching me bug facts. And I want to be a good big sister, so I'm trying to memorize them. But bugs aren't really my thing. You know, help me review, Jams. Ants are really strong, right? Yes, they can hold many times their own weight. So interesting. I can see why Luke likes them. You also want a hydrangea? Okay, Selena's over here. Oh, that's super cute! I love it. When we were kids, Aelin told everyone in town a dragon bone washed up on shore. But it was a big piece of driftwood. You want some rosehip? Oh, thank you, Jams. I just love a cup of fragrant rose tea. Alright, anyone else here? Not really, okay. Getting to see their bikini looks nice, though. Looking respectfully? Yeah. Pick up some wood. 2 wood. It does feel genuinely harder to get all the seasonal fish in one season. Or the seasonal items and stuff. Maybe because, like, I have more experience in Stardew, but, like, even, like, tunnel fishing and this stuff, it seems pretty difficult. There are also probably just, like, nighttime and rain-only fish and stuff. If I had to guess. Fishing takes so much stamina though, it's insane. I can literally clear an entire mine in the stamina it takes to catch like 5 fish. Hopefully the drain it has goes down as I level up. Nope. Come on. Pufferfish? That isn't a special fish? Strange. It is adorable though. I think we might as well say hi. There's a rock guppy at the museum. Was that your doing? I'm impressed. Most folks can't tell the difference between a rock guppy and a regular kind. I was totally able to tell. Loach. Okay, we already have those. Let's just buy out all the recipes. Salmon. Mackerel. Sardine. Pan-fried snapper. Fish skewer. Notice the pick and golden rod. I'm glad my strat seemed to help someone after all. It was a good strat. And I like have enough money in this now where like if gold appears, I'm gonna buy enough to get like a gold axe as well. Maybe even a gold sword. Make dungeoning a lot easier. Send you inside. Boink. Does the pufferfish look like the owl from the Kirby games? Or is it just me? I am, however, going to chop down the trees, use up my stamina. Okay. Consume this, get more stamina. Chop more trees. Okay, let's just get all the wood. We need like 100 pieces still for the mission. Ooh, flour? At some point I should probably buy a shovel or build a shovel. Probably wouldn't be the worst thing to do. Haven't really felt the need to get one yet, though. It's not like I'm really utilizing my garden very well. It is almost the end of the year, though, so I'm not really, or not year, but like season. Oops. Okay, 1 a.m. We didn't use up all the stamina, but we're at a point now where we start with 160, so if I'm not out, it's not like the worst thing. Sell the catmint. Sell the pearl. We might have enough wood now. We're pretty close to it. Cheese is still for Luke. Oh, I also got the bag upgrade as well. So I have more carry space. It's quite nice. Though I'm noticing with the amount of tabs, I'm wondering if there's more than just 2 bag upgrades. It's raining. Yeah, I'm noticing like it shows like A, B, C. There's a lot of room here. Granted, there's not a lot of space here, so maybe there is only 3. Well, let's change up our outfit a little bit. Let's create a new rainy summer day. You know, we got the flannel. Red Or do I want to go blue? First, we'll find some good pants. We go purple shorts. Maybe flannel in the summer isn't the best. That sounds kind of hot. Maybe just a simple t-shirt. You know, I don't really like the shorts. Not really liking that. More bag space would be overkill? Probably. Would be nice though. Sports jacket? I don't hate that. Like, it does imply that there's like a undershirt underneath. Maybe get a hat on. Yeah. We kind of look like a bandit. I'm not gonna lie. Twink. Tomatoes? Or we look like a vigilante. Like we're gonna be fighting crime. Golden fishing rod for sale. You're too late. Also, it was for sale yesterday. Chicken. Chicken lad. Being a chicken. Oh. Doing pretty good on seed. Should I get more chickens? Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll see if there's anything else I can afford. Maybe there's like a duck. That'd be cool. I'd like to buy a duck. Ducks are awesome. They quack. They're very cute. They do have a pretty nasty bite. You wouldn't really think of it, but they can bite. If they have Canadian geese, that'd be really cool. Alright, adoption. Oh, do I need like a barn upgrade, I'm guessing? Farm supplies, they sell food and treats. Clothing. Yes, I wanted a little bow for my cow. Yeah. Sunglasses would be really funny, but no, bow. 100%. Yeah! Animal. Bean. Bow. Adorbs. What else? Decorative toy for small animals to play on when outside. It's very cute. Really? Decorative pink pet bed. It's very cute. Alright. Get a little bed. Get a little seesaw for the chicken. Little pet dish. Alrighty. It is raining. So I think today I still want to keep focusing on getting all of the animals, like the collectibles. It's raining, and there might be rare rain spawns. Not sure if there is, but if it's taking a lot of inspiration from Stardew Valley, there's 100% going to be seasonal and weather not seasonal, but like weather dependent fish. We've been making good money though, just by selling all the fish we get. Cool. Now, who did we talk to for that? Is she here? She's not. Any good fish? No. Well, if we find her, we can hand that in. There's only one, but only at level 30 fishing. Okay. So the rest of the fish and insects I can get at any point then. Good to know. Oh no, is that the pet bed? Yeah, that's inside stuff. I am gonna put the seesaw up here though, because I think that'd be really cute. I really hope we get to see the chicken playing on it. Let's have... pet bed. Have the little food dish. Maybe like by the fire. Too rare of one legendary bug can be caught only during summer. Okay. Are there any upgrades I can do? Heavy duty, killing soil will sometimes get stone and wood. In case we retain the water through the day. Grant a chance that tilling refunds stamina. Also, I don't really do enough tilling to make that feel worth it. Cooking. Better restorable properties, I guess. Why not? Western Ruins. You know what? I thought I already got this one, so I guess we'll grab that. Sunken treasure. Treasure chest will more likely appear when diving. Artifact will sometimes drop when breaking rocks in the mine. That seems pretty cool. Additional dig site will appear. Might as well. Alright. I don't need the coconuts. I could just make them into milk. Should take 0 time. Oh, I don't want to make 16. There we go. So I need to find something that Reina loves that is fairly easy to get. Oh, perfect. We're ready to start the beach bridge. Great! Do you know she likes cooking ingredients? Okay. Maybe I'll bring her like a tomato or something. Like I figure she probably has something to do with like farming and cooking. Maybe I'll bring her a tomato. Oh, that was a pop. Hope that's a good pop. And not I'm gonna be in pain soon, pop. Stone pillars, wooden slates, and rope to tie it all together. Easy to replace if anything starts to wear out. And flexible enough to ride through an earthquake. We've done a good day's work. I'll say. Sorry, I need to stretch. Give me a second. Water on the way to do something IRL. Have fun with the rest of the street and have fun watching manga. Alright. Have a good rest of your day, Mr. Rubber Ducky. Anyways. Tirithia, I'll say. I'll pass on the good word to the rest of the town. Yay, we did it! I still look like a bandit. Well, we're here now. Gives me an excuse to grab a tomato or something and give to Reina. Ooh, water? I tried giving her a coconut and she was very meh about it. Oh, sage, that's what we needed. I was trying to find that. I'm glad we did this. It's a cute little bay. There's an area like that, where I used to live, like a little, like, sandy little bay like that. My wife and I used to go there all the time and go, like, rock and fossil hunting. I'm pretty sure I actually found, like, possibly skin? Like, dinosaur skin? Pretty cool. We found like a bunch of like different quartz fossils like on different days, and when we like brought them home at some point and like we were going through our fossils, we realized that they actually like connected. So we found like 3 different broken pieces that actually fit together. It was pretty awesome. And they were like months apart when we found them too, so it's like kind of crazy. Tomato. Like, I kind of miss our old place because of that. Like, it was such, like, fun time. Like, my wife and I are people who, like, we don't really need a lot of money to have fun. And just walking down to the beach. Like, it was like a small beach, like, barely took any time to like walk it, but like just finding like really cool stuff was always fun. Occasionally you would find like a necklace or something, or like a ring that somebody lost. It was fun. I actually found 1 second, I'll grab it. think it's fluorite. I actually found this. Kind of hard to see. But, it was, I was, like, taking a seat to, like, take a break. And it gets kind of like kryptonite. And, I looked to my right, and inside, like, one of, like, the boulders, this was, like, wedged in, like, a hole. So, I, dug it up the best I could, and took it with me. It was, like, one of the coolest things I found. Because not often you find, like, a gem like that. Oh, one of you guys wanted cheese. My cheese! Thank you, Jams! I love grilled cheese as well. It's a perfect meal. It really is. Destroys my insides like you wouldn't believe. But man, a good grilled cheese sandwich. Top tier. Okay, Reina, I brought you a tomato. Reina, here you go. Thanks! That's the same reaction as she gets when I give her flowers. Hi, Jams. I'm doing some meal prep for the next rush. Don't worry, I can chat and chop at the same time. Nice. Oh, this is beautiful! You're so thoughtful, Jams. I love it. Do you want a flower? Thank you. You're welcome. I know she likes lemon things. Maybe I should just bring her a lemon. Do you think she'll like that? I could have just bought her a pie. Maybe she would like lemonade? Adolin? She likes lemon stuff. Alright. I don't know. We have some stuff in our pockets. Do you want a flower? A royal decree, I declare. That gift is okay. Who else wants a flower? I don't think anyone here would really want a flower. But Earl want these shards? Okay. He's neutral with it. See gifts. What gifts make? Yeah, I could do that. Like, I could look up what they like, but with games like this, my first playthrough, I like the learning. I enjoy playing the game and not looking everything up. Will this really help me get shredded? More than shredded, if you can believe it, whatever shredded means. Wow. So don't be shy. Hop to it. They actually gave him bunny ears in the picture. I love it. It's working. The power is coursing through me, I think. No, not look it up, I mean the relationship tab. Oh yeah, I have that. I just haven't unlocked a lot of stuff. My muscles look bigger. Colossal. I've outdone myself. The effects of my potions will fade with time, though. So do come back when you feel like your oh-so ordinary self. Please let him have bunny ear for the next couple days. You got it, Junie. I hope you can get it to taste better next time. Blah. How does carrot flavor sound? Pretty good, for some reason. Wow, I feel amazing. I could do 100 laps around the town square. Bye, Juniper. Bye, Jams. Zoom! Now you. Come here. Oh, no. Jams, the mysterious wanderer who came to Mistria. I was wondering when you'd catch me working on my little experiments. So tell me, what brings you here? Adventurer. A bath at the bathhouse? The health tonic from the message board. I guess I'll say this one. You're joking, right? Arcane energies flow around you, Jams. But I see I misunderstood their meaning. I thought you were someone like me, here to stake out your territory. But it's clear to me now, you're hardly a threat. Allow me to explain in terms that even you can understand. I came to Mistria because the magic here is unique. It bears studying. The villagers being so pliable. That's been a nice bonus. They drink any concoction I give them. You're using the town folk to test your potions? That's not really great. Oh, say it again? I'm quaking in my boots. I have a lovely idea. I promise to leave the poor defenseless town folk alone. If you take their place and become my guinea pig. I don't understand why people... I guess she has like a... tsundere vibe, but I don't know. I'm not really into being like experimented on. She is hot though. Yes, this could be the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Do I have a choice in this? It's you or the denizens of Mistria, so not really. Well, I'm simply thrilled to reach an accord with you. Look at you, protecting your fellow villagers. How admirable, how brave, how cute. I also just keep looking in the chest region. Well, guess that's gonna bite me in the ass later. Alright, you like wood, right? How about a single wood? Rainbow was never like this in the city. Kind of peaceful here. A lot of people I see, hot is all they need to be her slave. You know, I'm not surprised. Like, when Resi 8 was making its rounds and people were like drooling over Lady Dimitrescu, I'm just kind of like, that was also kind of like an eye-opening, like, oh yeah, people are people might need therapy. What am I doing? I feel like I'm just kind of wandering and not actually doing stuff. So we'll go down to the beach. Oh, we can donate the sage. I could also go down to like the pond and just do a bunch of fishing. Yeah, let's do pond fishing. Or I guess I'll look and see what we need, fish-wise. Also, sapphire. Nice, got a couch and some stuff. Few wings. Fish. Summer pond fish. We need one pond fish. You know what? Let's make some notes. Making notes. Let's see. Summer needs. We need 1 pond fish. And 1 ocean fish. Honestly, we're doing pretty good for that stuff. How about for flora? I think we're good. Yeah, we have all the crops, all the forage. Archaeology, I don't think there's any like seasonal stuff for that. No. Insects, summer insect. We're missing 1 insect. Okay. So we're missing like a gold beetle butt. Okay. So we're only missing 3 summer things. That's pretty good. I guess I can pop up to the ridge up here, do a couple spawns, see if anything useful spawns. Little cricket, grasshopper, nothing, cricket. Starting to see a theme. Nothing. Okay. I guess we can go dig. Barbarian season. Okay, the rare and legendary ones too? Okay. I'll check that when I head back that way. I need 2 legendary insects. 1 beach, 2 grass. They'll probably be got in fall. There's a butterfly or moth that we're missing for rare insects. But I don't really know like, what's seasonal, so I guess we'll just maybe come across them. If I haven't already. I think I can do 1 more day. 1 more day, wrap up. Any other, like, story missions we have? Or, like, love missions? Also, what do I know for the characters? Like... Reyna. Yeah, all we know is that she likes the hot pot and she likes daffodils. Or loves hot pot and daffodils. Usually I multi-season. And in certain seasons. Okay. I think you're just a cricket, but just in case. Yeah. That's so cute. They're eating from the dish. Ooh, that's a lot of oil. That's pretty nice. Seem to be on it when catching the bugs. Have you caught them in RL or just really vigilant in game? Just really vigilant. If I see something that looks new, I just kind of grab it. Like, I always have, like, the bug net on me just in case. Okay, we can rotate you. There we go. Can be used? No. Kitty. Any eggs? Nice. Call outside. I really want her to play with the toy. That'd be really cute. Any milk? 2 milks? That bow is so cute. That was a good purchase. Call outside. I don't know why I was chopping there. I was just kind of got lost in the sauce. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is one. I actually talked to the statue. Ranching. Shiny bean. I'm gonna give my chicken some corn. Can I give you corn? No. Alright. Never mind then. Can I give the cow corn? Nope. Alright. You know what? We'll give Raina corn. Maybe she likes corn. I have a friend to play with. The toy with. Alright. I know maybe I should invest in like a second chicken. Clothing, made skirt, a lot of skirts. Not really my thing. Tomato soup. Berries and cream. There was that one guy who liked berries and cream. Alien, I believe. Right. Unless it didn't unlock here. No, he does. Cool. We'll bring him some if we see him. Celine. This is lovely, Jams. I will admit, she's not really repeating a lot of the same lines, and I've given her a lot of hydrangeas. Mom's birthday is real soon. She's a big fan of fresh veggies cooked well. Maybe a baked potato? Alright, I can do a baked potato. Thanks for the heads up. Mr. Earl showed me an Aldrian sword you brought to the museum, Jam. Is it really from the War of the Lilies? That's so cool. The stone shell at the museum is so pretty. Did you know in older time, queens would blow on a shell to call their armies down to their enemies? Animals only play with the toys when playing with another. Where's the cuteness and extra heart points? Okay, good to know. I have to get down to the beach soon. Maple's birthday is coming up real soon. If you see her, I bet she'll love a tribute from her favorite subject. Are you worth something? A little bit. Alright, well, let's give Raina some corn. Also, where is... Okay. We'll talk to Gossip Girl in a second. Maybe we'll get some Raina tips. Hey, Baylor. Did I ever tell you I spent some time working in the capital market? I spent all day crisscrossing the same plaza, buying low and selling high. That sounds miserable. I was lost in thought about an old flame, Rodrigo. A beautiful light in the chandelier of my life. That's nice. Don't be shy, Jams. Let me know who you want to chat about. None of these? I guess March? You know, I'm not surprised he likes iron ore. Good to know. Hi, Josephine. Another new day. Let's make the most of it. We can pet Dozy. Despite the heat, Dozy appears cool. Raina, I'm assuming she's not. Is this her north? Yeah, hello. I tried to tell Aelin and Earl that the mermaid comb is a glorified fork, and they got a bit huffy. It's still historically important, I'm just saying. I've got a drawer full of mermaid combs at the end. Got him? Oh, shit! Okay, she's neutral on that as well. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out what she likes. And it'll be something that I can easily produce. Maybe a watermelon? It's hard to say no to a good watermelon, you know? Do we have anything to donate? We don't. Alright, with that, I guess we'll go dig. And then we'll go to the pond and just start constantly, like, resetting the map. Time goes by so fast. Oh, there's Aelin. Here's some... Whoops. I suppose it's obvious, but I'm quite a berries and cream fan. Thank you, Jams. Dig sites can be found all over Mistria, except for your farm. Of course, a place with a lack of artifacts in an otherwise rich area is an interesting discovery in itself. All right, let's go with fishing. Who would like watermelon? Reina. Who couldn't resist a nice watermelon in summer. Let's see. Pockets are a bit full. I should probably drop some stuff off. Oh. You want a sapphire? Request for art supplies. You want clay. That's easy enough. Money? I like money. Laughing as you ask, will the black lady like watermelon? Oh, yeah, I did not think of that at all. I just brain did not go there. Dill here. There we go. Basil over here. Sell the catmint. Bug, lantern, keep the food. Getting quite a bit of food in my pockets. Alright, let's go pond fishing. We need one fish from the pond. And we have like 5 days to do it. And we need a fish from the ocean. And then just a random bug. Looks like a golden butt. It's okay, you're black, I know you didn't mean it, but it's funny nonetheless. Cool. Come on, come on. You know, I should have like made a mental note of like what the fish looked like. So maybe that would have like gave me a cue on like what size I should be looking for. Either way, we're making money. Turtle, easy money. Whoops. No, fish. I will you the turn. Yep. You know, come to think of it, it probably would have just been better for me to like reset. It's fine. Ooh. Guess I haven't caught, like, the monster fish for this area. So it's probably the same thing. I probably just need to catch, like, the biggest shadow. One streamer was yelling at the amount of turtles they caught. Look, if I could, I would have a pond full of the turtles, or, like, a nice aquarium. I have caught a lot of turtles, though. I don't think enough snapping turtles. I am level 30 in fishing. That seems pretty good. Be something cool. Like chub. Please be something good. I almost clicked there. Catfish. I am so looking forward to spring and actually being able to like catch some catfish, have a good catfish fry this year. Man, that's gonna be so fun. Come here. Come here, you bugger. Really? Ooh, treasure? The frogs were driving them crazy. I guess they're not the most exciting catches, I guess. Snapping turtle. Still, nothing... Oops, I'm tired. Guess we'll eat whatever this is. Probably make a decent penny off of the fish, though. Oh, he did see it. Okay. Well, didn't catch what I was looking for, but I mean, probably made like 500 or like $1,000 bucks. Can't really complain. I am probably looking for like the big shadow though. Oh, animals. I need to call them in. That really needs to be automatic. Now, Tapping turtle, soccer. Keep the catfish for cooking. Yeah, honestly, pretty good amount of money here. Just in fish. Saw the tetras. Would Randall like pears? Oh, cranberry. This fall crop can be harvested every 3 days. Ooh, that's the big money maker for fall. Honestly, I should probably just keep building up my money if I can, and just buying so many regrowable crops. Oh, that was a definitely a stretch. I'm not sure how good it was or not. Huh. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap up here though. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. It really doesn't feel like it. This game goes by so fast. Like legit, if I was not streaming this, I would probably play this until I pass out. It's so good. But 700 bucks basically out of fish. That's pretty good. Probably like 500 of that was probably fish. Pretty good money. I know I have. Like I can see why. Like legit. It's so good. It's like it gives me that like first time playing like Stardew Valley vibe, and it's like I start playing when I first wake up, and then suddenly it's midnight, and you're like, what the hell? When did that happen? I haven't eaten for like 24 hours. Or like, well, like 18 hours, but still. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. I'll probably get this edited and posted to the VOD channel probably tonight or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. And then if I'm up to streaming tomorrow, I'm still debating between XCOM or this. Like, I want to beat XCOM, but also this. It's really hard to choose. So, we'll see what I'm feeling. I might have to flip a coin again. But yeah. Oh, the update comes out Monday? That's exciting. I thought it was the 24th it was coming out. Maybe I misremembered. But yeah, that's exciting. Maybe... No, my wife has Monday off. Maybe it would have been cool to do like a Monday celebration stream, but... Oh, the 23rd? Cool. Yeah. Maybe I'll stream Tuesday, if I don't have anything planned to celebrate the update. And it'd be cool to see, like... I'll read the update as well. Maybe they'll mention when the full game's gonna be out. Do your thing, it'll be waiting for you. That's fair. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna pack up. Thanks for hanging out, manga. And I'll see you all next stream or video. Bye for now.